Hey guys, it's Chatot Impact here, and I'm going to be showing you this battle with my friend Becky. Okay, I just randomly picked a team out of what I had for this. Had no idea what team Becky was going to use. This is what she picked. Becky's a good friend of mine, by the way. So yeah, I lead with my Bastiodon. She leads with a Darkrai. Instantly I'm thinking, seeing this Darkrai, I'm screwed. She goes for a Focus Blast and misses. I managed to set up my Stealth Rocks. Right, then she goes for Focus Blast again and manages to hit this time, which will take out my Bastiodon by a long shot. I didn't even stand a chance of survival in that one. Okay, then I decided to send out my Lucario. I had no idea what max speed Darkrai has. I just hoped max speed Lucario might be able to outspeed it. But I was wrong. I'm always wrong. When am I right, man? Seriously, when am I right? So yeah, she outspeeds and gets a Dark Void off, instantly putting Lucario to sleep. Right, well, this early on in the game, I thought, well, I'm probably really screwed now because there's nothing I could do about this. But then, we get a miracle. She goes for the Focus Blast, misses again, and I wake up straight away and get that Aura Sphere off, knocking out that Darkrai. That quality's gone bad again. So yeah, that was quite the game changer for me actually. So yeah, she then goes into a Latias. I'm feeling decently about this. So I got Shadow Ball. So I use Shadow Ball. Knocks it down to half health. Know that I can kill it off with one more shot, especially with the special defense drop. Side shot. I wasn't sure about how much damage this would do, but I took it really well. And this Shadow Ball will take it out. Right, at this point, I started to realise that I had a chance at winning this, but I still didn't think that I could actually win. But she goes out to a Ho-Oh. I decided to switch out because there's still lots more I could do with Lucario. So I switch into my the Octopus. She goes for Sacred Fire. I took that decently well, but not the best. So yeah, I restore that health, some of that health leftovers, and go for the Scald, see how much damage I can do. It does a lot more than I expected it to do. And she goes for a Brave Bird, which I knew was going to do quite a lot of damage, and ends up taking Octo out, which is a bit sad, but I don't know. It managed to kill itself off with the recoil, which made me feel even better. Right, at this point I sent in my Chatot, expecting this switch into Excadrill, because she would want to get a Rapid Spin off before sending in any of her other two. But she expected to outspeed this, and a Heat Wave comes her way. She survives it, but popped her air balloon, doesn't really matter. There's a Rapid Spin. Of course, nowhere near enough to do it because Rapid Spin isn't a killing move. So my Heat Wave is enough to finish off the Excadrill and put it in its place. See, this is the power of the Almighty. This is why I like Chatot. It's really fun to use, and that shiny colouring scheme is so good. So she switches out into her Entei right now, and I'm thinking I had to try to beat it up with this strategy. Basically, I put it into confusion with Chatot, and then I hit the hell out of it and hope for it to smack itself in the face. And what do you know? It does. It hit itself in the face. This allowed me to go for a Hyper Voice, but this is an Entei. I knew it wasn't going to be enough to kill. I was hoping for it to smack itself, but no, it landed its hit, and the Iron Head kills. No! How can you do this to me? So I switched into my Staraptor, thinking, oh, I can finish off this Entei. So I go for a takedown, and that knocks out the Entei. Right now she's down to her last Pokemon, where I think I'm down to 2, which is my Staraptor and my Mammoth Swine. She goes for her last one, Lugia. I've never seen this Lugia set before, possibly because I've never actually seen the Lugia set by itself before. But yeah, I go for a Brave Bird, do as much as I can. It doesn't do much at all, but that's its ability. Forget what it's called. Right, something to do with scale? I don't know. Yeah, so I get hit with an Ice Beam, and Staraptor is quite frail, so it wasn't taking that for nothing. So I'll switch into my Lucario, and go for Shadow Ball. Try and get as much damage off as I can on this thing. Does some decent damage, but the bulk of this is too great. So it goes to Thunder and it misses, and I go for another Shadow Ball. Taking it down really low this time, but it goes for a Roost. So I was really hoping for a special defense drop, but it just wasn't happening for me at the moment. So I go for another Shadow Ball, and it takes it down quite low. But it goes for the Thunder and connects with the Thunder, and I'm afraid that takes out... Oh wait, no it doesn't. Sorry, I didn't say anything. That paralyzes me and basically makes me quite useless at the moment. But taking down really low health. I was really surprised I survived that, as you can probably tell. I go for a Shadow Ball now. Try and weaken that thing down as much as possible. She goes for an Ice Beam. Of course that connects and takes me out. So I wasn't down to my last 2, I was down to my last 3 actually, because I forgot Lucario wasn't dead. But then it is my last one now. Big boy, the Mammoth Swine, coming in with an Icicle Crash to save the day. And that takes out that Lugia. And that's game. Wow, I was really surprised that I actually managed to win that fight, but well, you never know what's gonna happen till it happens, I suppose. Okay, well that's I hope you enjoyed this fight. It wasn't the longest of fights, but I think I held my ground really well then, managing to win. Bit of a bonus. Here it is. Anyway, that was Chatot X Impact, and that was one of my second Pokemon X on my Wi-Fi battle. I will go now. Bye. Enjoy your day. Probably not even watching this video. I'm probably talking to myself because I'm a lonely person. No, I'm joking. So yeah, it's Chatot X Impact going now. Bye.